A simple shopping morning. Nina has a simple shopping morning. It is Saturday, and Nina does not need to hurry. She wakes up early, but the house is still quiet. She sits up in bed and listens for a moment. Then she opens the window a little and feels the cool air. Today, she wants to go to the small market near her street. She does not need many things, but she wants to buy bread, fruit, milk, and eggs. She also wants tea for the house, because there is only a little tea left. Nina gets dressed and goes to the kitchen. The kitchen is bright in the morning. Sunlight comes through the window and falls on the table. There is a small shopping list on the table next to her phone. She reads the list again. Bread, milk, eggs, tea, fruit. That is all, she says quietly. Then, she takes a bag from the chair and checks inside. She likes to use the same bag every week when she goes shopping. It is light, simple, and easy to carry. First, Nina drinks a glass of water. Then, she makes a quick cup of tea. She stands by the kitchen window and drinks slowly. Outside, the street is calm. A bus goes by, but there are not many cars. A bird sits near the tree across the road. After her tea, Nina puts the cup in the sink and takes the list. She puts the phone in her bag and looks for a little money. She opens a small box near the table and counts the notes and coins. This is enough, she says. She puts the money in her bag too. Then, she checks everything one more time. Phone, list, money, bag. Now she is ready. Nina puts on her shoes and steps outside the house. The air is cool, but the sun is warm. She closes the door, walks down the street, and starts moving toward the small market. On the way, she sees a woman with a little dog. A man is cleaning the front of a shop. Two children are waiting near the bus stop. The morning is quiet, but little by little the street is waking up. Nina likes walking in the morning. She can see many small things. She can hear birds, feel the wind, and watch people start their day. It makes her feel calm. After a short walk, she arrives at the market. It is not a big place, but it has many useful things. There are shelves with food, fruit, bread, water, and tea. Near the door, there is a small table with baskets. Nina takes one basket and looks around. First, she goes to the bread shelf. There are many kinds of bread there, but she chooses one simple loaf. One bread, she says softly, and puts it in the basket. Then, she walks to the cold shelf and takes a bottle of milk. Next, she goes to the eggs. She checks the box carefully and chooses one that looks good. Now she has bread, milk, and eggs. After that, Nina goes to the tea shelf. There are many boxes there. Some are green, some are blue, and some are red. She smiles because she always takes too long to choose tea. Not this one, she says. Maybe this one. Then, she sees her favorite tea and puts it in the basket. Yes, this is the right one. Next, Nina goes to the fruit section. There are apples, bananas, and oranges. Today, the apples look fresh and bright, so she takes 4 apples and puts them in a small bag. Then, she adds a few bananas too. Her basket is a little heavy now, but she is happy. She has everything from the list. Before going to the cashier, Nina checks the basket again. Bread, milk, eggs, tea, fruit. Yes, everything is there. She walks to the cashier and stands in line. There is one man in front of her. He is buying only water and bread. The cashier smiles and says good morning to everyone. When it is Nina's turn, she puts the things on the counter one by one. The cashier looks at the apples and says, "These are very good today." "They look nice," Nina says. The cashier puts everything into Nina's bag. Then, Nina gives her the money and waits for the change. "Thank you," the cashier says. "Thank you," Nina answers. She picks up the bag and moves away from the counter. Near the door, she stops for a moment and checks the list again. She smiles because the list is complete. She did not forget anything. Outside the market, the street is a little busier now. More people are walking. A bus stops near the corner. The small shop across the road is open too. Nina stands for a moment and looks around. She likes this part of shopping. It is not only about buying things. It is also about the small feeling of finishing a simple job well. Then, she starts walking home. The bag feels heavier now, but she does not mind. She walks slowly and enjoys the morning. On the way home, she sees the same tree near her house. The bird is still there. She laughs quietly. "You are still here," she says. When she reaches home, she goes straight to the kitchen. She puts the bag on the table and takes everything out. First, she puts the milk and eggs in the fridge. Then, she puts the bread on the table. After that, she places the tea in the kitchen cupboard. The apples and bananas go into a bowl near the window. Soon the kitchen looks full, warm, and ready for the day. Nina sits down for a moment and looks at the table. She feels good. The shopping trip was simple, but it helped her start the day in a useful way. She takes her phone from the bag and writes one short message to her brother. "I bought tea and bread," she writes. Then, she puts the phone down, smiles, and looks at the fruit bowl by the window. It is a simple shopping morning, but it feels like a good beginning.